So we're going to make us some red velvet chicken waffles. Well, waffles are going to be red velvet. We got our red velvet mix. We got some breading. We got some cocoa powder, some icing and syrup for the end. Of course, you're going to need some chicken. And we're going to brine that chicken with some buttermilk. Red velvet chicken and waffles coming up next. Now we got to brine our chicken. We're going to brine it with some buttermilk, some pickle juice. If a couple of pickles fall in, that's okay. We got some minced garlic, and we got some red hot sauce. And put all that together in a pot. And some onions that was just left around that I had used a little bit in the fridge, so I threw that in there. And we're going to marinate this for 24 hours in the refrigerator, up to 24. I'm only doing mine for 8, but you at least want to do it for 8 hours. Up to 24 hours, we put that chicken marinated and all that, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator, covered, for up to 8 to 24 hours before we cook our chicken. Getting it brined, baby. Keep on moving. Now, if you noticed, when we brined our chicken, we did not put any salt, pepper, those kind of good seasoning that our ancestors called for. So once we take it out the brine, after it's been sitting in the refrigerator, we salt it up real good. We're going to put pepper on it. You know what I'm saying? You got to salt and pepper. You got to show some love. You got to remember, you have to do both sides. And because there was salt in the pickle juice and in tomato and in the hot sauce, we're not doing a lot. So we're just going to put some salt, pepper. And I wanted to put regular paprika in, but all I had was smoked paprika, so I had to use that. And it looks like I kind of went heavy on the paprika, but don't worry about it. Paprika really adds a little light taste to it, but it's going to help with that color. And then we do this right before we bread it, if you want to do that. But again, do both sides. Make sure you do both sides. So now that we've seasoned up our chicken breasts, we're going to dredge them real good in the breading. I like Andes hot chicken bread. To that, I add just a little bit of cornstarch, because that makes it extra crispy. What you want to do is you want to bread it real well. I mean, you want to get in there, push it down in there, and make sure you get all that breading in there. That bread coats on top of that season. Shake some of that excess flour out and put it on a wild rack and let it sit for about 20 minutes or so before you throw it in that oil. All right, then we go on to the next one. Let's get it done. Now all we're going to do is fry it till it's golden brown. Make sure we fry on the other side. That's all. That's simple. This is the easy part. Trust me. Tasty chicken. So now it's time to make the waffles. And we're going to make it exactly like they tell us to on the cake mix, red velvet cake mix, except for one thing. We're going to substitute water for buttermilk. We're going to make it thicker and richer. So again, we're going to make it the same. And we're going to also do one other thing that we like to do. We want to make more chocolatey. So we're going to add some Swiss Miss cocoa to it. Use that cocoa flavor into it. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get some nice red velvet waffles. So we're going to mix that up, try to get some of them lumps that was in the bag as it came. You know, from there, after we get the dry all mixed up as best we can, or a little we can, we take 3 large eggs. Make sure you don't spill them, because them eggs cost a lot of money nowadays. And you just beat them up. You ain't got to do all that much, you know what I'm saying? And we take a half a cup of oil. Remember, this is all on the box. It says to do this on the box, so we're not changing anything. These are what the box says to make it, except for the cocoa mix that we add in there. My wife said, make sure you let them see it's a half cup. I told her, shut up, homie. And then we're going to add that buttermilk. We didn't add water, we're adding buttermilk. Whatever the degrees, I think it was 1 cup, or 1 and 1/4 cup of water, but we're adding buttermilk. We're making some buttermilk red velvet waffles. So once we get all the water, the wet ingredients kind of mixed in, it ain't got to be perfect, you know. Just make sure maize is broken up, and then we're going to go ahead, spill some on the table, and put it in there. You know, and then this is where we come in. Now, I got a stand blender downstairs, but I'm not going to break it out just to do this. use some muscle power. And just slowly incorporate the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. That's all we're going to do. We want it all nice and incorporated. We don't want to go too far where we over whip it. But we just want to make sure everything incorporate all that powder is wet and moist. Because we trying to make us some good waffles, man. I can't wait. We're almost there now. Red velvet chicken and waffle. Good eats, good eats. Cook the waffle according to your waffle maker instructions. Is your waffle maker your waffle? You should know. Okay, now we're almost at the end. But we got to do, what do we do with the syrup and the icing? Oh, that's a drink for woman, my co-host, my wife. That's a mimosa with some crushed strawberries and blueberries in it. And that's that stack of red velvet waffles. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread some of that icing on there. And we're going to put some chicken on there and some syrup on there. And then woman's going to get to eat because she said she's hungry. Now we spread our cream frosting on our waffle. Now isn't that pretty because we didn't get the squeeze kind of. We had to spread by a knife. And then woman drizzled all her syrup that she wanted to eat on the chicken. Put the chicken on top. You ready to eat? We have done red velvet waffles and chicken. Chicken and red velvet waffles. Good eats. Well, it is time for the get down. It is time to go ahead and do what we came here to do. We have chicken and red velvet waffles. Woman got her mimosa going with crushed up fruit inside it, strawberries and blueberries. And we got that waffle covered in that frosting. Y'all need to try this. This is truly good heat. That girl is jamming. She likes what she's eating. Please subscribe and hit that like button, notification, and share this. Until next time, eat up. And remember, we love you.